must taste great on bread.
Now then, dearest wanderer of Lucula's leaf-strewn lanes, you have heard our inviolable command. Pay up! I am Bridgekeeper Archibald, and this we ask them, and I shall answer. They say only one of your kind. I was told he had a lair upon...
Bang!
With a bang indeed, Amadeus. Because our king deems it equitable that we should do so. His word is law amongst us trolls, and by extension, anyone who travels through his lands, the woods of Lucula. Those clubbed unfortunates over yonder, they did not pay the toll, traveler. And to be clubbed, I'm afraid, is the fate that indubitably befalls those who do not heed the infrangible doctrine that is troll toll. Now then, my boy, please acquaint our aspirant bridge crosser with the quantity of the toll they must pay.
The toll is 1,000,000 gold coins.
Indeed it is not, Amadeus, as you very well know. Greed is a vice, my son. It is a vulture most vile that preys on virtue. Cast it from your soul, and restate the pecuniary levy we desire with all your heart's honesty. 1,350 coins, please, traveler. 1,350 coins.
Well spoken. Stand aside, trolls.
How very base and discourteous. This underling denies us our primordial privilege. Tramples the sacred words of wisdom, the pious parole that is troll toll. For this we cannot stand. Say it, my boy. What do we do now?
We go clubbing!
Venomous Sister! Attack!
Daddy. Daddy, stand up, Daddy. The louts will get away. Do stand up.
Dear me, dear me, it is happening! The void, the darkness, dear me, dear me, dear me, time lies in tatters! There's this place, this pit that lies to the north. It is a rift of chaos, an epicenter of a time and space-devouring force. Void demons are besetting Rivellon, and the storms of chaos are shuddering through our own dear homestead. Demons creep through the rift. They must all be destroyed. Not just any demons. Void demons. They are impervious to attacks with weapons or magic that any creature of this world can muster. But they have one weakness, for their simmering presence has permeated this area through and through for a long time. Tenebrium, that is the answer. The black ore that is dark as the void itself. Arm yourself with this foul material, and you shall be able to shred their bloodstone that controls their portal. They exist beyond the normal continuum of time. They are here, and they are sweeping through the winds of chaos at the end of ages, shredding what they find. Unless they are defeated, your home away from home shall sink into the maelstrom of oblivion, piece by piece. The rift is the portal through which the demons seep. There is blood magic at work here, and he who says blood magic says immaculates. A bloodstone fuels the rift. Obliterate it, and the rift shall close. I've scouted ahead a bit and seen that 3 paths, or what passes for paths, lead to the center of the wasteland that lies before you. To the left is an encampment of Immaculates. Yes, they're but Immaculates, but their weapons look sharp as shark's teeth. So don't barge in like cats at a dog's wedding. The central path is a big no-no too, brimming with demons. I really wouldn't recommend it. Which leaves the right path, which may not be the right path at all, for it is deceptively calm along its trail and positively overflowing with magma. So basically I can offer you 3 options, all of them as appetizing as pig feed. And yet you'll have to swallow your portion whole. If not, the end of time will be swept into the void, and Rivellon with it. Do what you can, my friend. Do not falter. All depends on your prowess, and our homestead won't grow an inch until you've solved this dire matter.
By the looks of things, it seems we're heading towards Hunter's Edge, the town where I was stationed before I met you lot. Before we get there, you should know the whole yarn. What I saw there, why I fled. Yes, comrade, I fled a coward bearing the insignia of a sauce hunter. I think so, comrade, even though you might never look at me the same way. I hope I won't lose you as compatriots. We, the villagers and myself, were corralled in the town square. The orcish queen sauntered into the middle, proud of the chaos she'd created. She screamed if we knew why they had come. Slowly, she approached me and leaned close, her hot, foul breath like fire on my face. With one hand, she clasped my throat. With the other, she reached into my pocket and pulled out the gem I'd taken from the orcs I'd killed earlier that day. I was a thief, she said. I'd taken something dear to her, and I had earned punishment. I thought she'd destroy me right then and there, but she did something worse. That's right, comrade, and I was soon to find out why. She brought forth one of her soldiers, a larger orc I'd never seen, and he was covered in black, gleaming armor. She placed the stone in his chest plate, and something happened. He transformed into something I'll never forget. She made me watch. She sent villager after villager before the great transformed beast. He crushed them all, one by one, each more gruesomely than the last. He seemed to revel in the work. I could do nothing, comrade. I couldn't save them. I couldn't help them. I could only watch. Don't you see it's already over? Don't you see it's too late? These orcs weren't out for riches or land. They only came for blood. No. All that's left in Hunter's Edge is a debt to be paid, comrade. And I intend to collect it. poison my foes!
We've come too far to lose to such foes.
What do you think, Sword Hunter? Shall I start shredding from the top or the bottom?
Sigurd's beard was a fight. Did someone leave an oven door open?
Like a cake!
Still quite dire. A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Maybe I should have bashed his skulls, alright? Maybe you won't bash him at all. Who's troubling? Was? Huh? He was a goblin. You bashed him to death. And what's wrong with that exactly? Maybe he wanted to talk. Maybe he was having a bad day. Maybe he wants to tell a secret. Well, how was I supposed to? How was you supposed to know not to bash everything with a pulse? Well, yeah. Well, I'll tell you now, little friend. You ain't got to bash everything you meet, only some. Are you really sure about all this? Sure as I am that Clotilda will crack your skull if you look at her wrong. Well, that's awfully so. That's what I'm telling you!
On the mend! As good as a new penny.
What I mean is maybe you oughtn't have bashed him at all. He's goblin. What do you expect? Was? Huh? He was a goblin. You bashed him to death. And what's wrong with that exactly? Maybe he wanted to talk. Maybe he was having a bad day. Maybe he wants to tell a secret. Well, how was I supposed to?
I'm hit! I'm hit! I'm hit!
my next tale in your blood.
Bad news travels fast.
Exertion leads to victory.
If this battle be my last, know I went out fighting in your name.
Someone seems to be enjoying the afternoon sun.
I'll bet we can slip by while his back is turned. Better to avoid a conflict now than have to face every goblin from here to the mine.
back, my friend. Your enemies are my prey, Source Hunter.
Glory in this death.
heating here?
I could do with a cold drink.
I saw something. I'm sure of it.
Fortune!
A dead end, a troll statue, grey gold.
Yes, but I think there is more to it than meets the eye. Marksman's poise!
I'll defend you till my death rattle. Within these veins.
no escaping the spider's kiss. Live, no tomorrow.
Into the fray once more.
Such relief.
Sweet relief.
I don't have the right tool for mining.
the stage. They're not half so bloody.
I need a remedy!
What do you think, Source Hunter? Shall I start shredding from the top or the bottom?
Time to apply some pressure.
Stay back, my friend.
Careful now, that's a trap. Look out! I see a trap nearby. Hold! Our enemies have laid a trap.
My heart beats too slowly to sustain me.
No venom can pierce these things.
your business, snake face.
Isn't it, though? We haven't seen Drexus in days.
Ah, he's just fine. I swear by the conduit. Maybe he just got sick of hanging around with simpletons. Don't protest.
Shut your vial. Answer me straight. Where is Drexus?
Nice, the anchor.
Life roils within these veins.
I wonder what we'll find in here besides Immaculates.
Why don't you be my canary and go find out?
Psst. Over here. Come over here quickly.
First goblins, then cultists. Who's going to take over this mine next? Crab soldiers?
Still.
Look at these skeletons, just chipping away at the rock perpetually.
With that same 1,000-yard stare you get when trying to do arithmetic.
Filthy humans! Release us, or risk Sadakandras' wrath!
These undead are completely unresponsive. I smell foul magic.
I reckon you're right. This is necromancy, to be sure.
This is a disgrace. We'll skin you all alive, we will. Release us, you filth! Curses of the spirits strike you down! Filthy humans! Release us, or risk Sadakandras' wrath! By the totems, this is a disgrace. We'll skin you alive, we will. Spirits, strike you down! Filthy humans! Release us, or risk Sadakandras' wrath! Vile human scum! Sadakandras will hear of filthy, immaculate betrayal. He will put you all up on a pole and let it slide slowly into your bowels until your screams of agony will rid the forest of all that lives. So terrified will be even the worm that crawls and the bird that flies. That does not matter, little louse. All humans will suffer the wrath of the totems for the shame that has befallen us. Lawrence? Leave it to that coward to send another to do his dirty work. I thank you for telling me, human. To Lawrence I shall go after I escape from this hell and show him the tricks I can do with a knife. I am Drexis, favored of totems. Were that I had my spear, this mine would be a blood-spattered waste if I were free. Not even the tremor demons could stop me. He is the chief of our tribe's seat, the greatest of goblins alive. For the promise that hides in bloodstone does he follow the human female they call Conduit. She has his respect. All others have but his contempt. The slavers may their bones splinter inside their living flesh. They lured us in here. They said they had found an ancient totem, but that was a lie! They need more slaves to unearth Tenebrium. So soon they shall give us to the necromancers. Let them come. I shall claw their eyeballs from their skulls for their trespass and shove them down their throats. If my nose does not betray me, and it never does, they have been forged in blood. The power of the bloodstone runs through them, the blood of 1,000 spirits. They course through the stones they hold, through the living rock. Blood, blood, blood! In blood the spirits roam free! By the totems, this is a disgrace. We'll skin you all alive, we will. Release us, you filth! Curses of the spirits strike you down! Filthy humans! Release us, or risk Sadakandras' wrath! By the totems, this is a disgrace. We'll skin you all alive, we will. Release us, you filth! Curses of the spirits strike you down! Release us, or risk Sadakandras' wrath!
Source Hunter. Shall I start shredding from the top or the bottom? Source Hunter.
Ramming speed.
Just a heads up, but I found myself on the receiving side of a spot of friendly fire during that last encounter. I think it's your aim rather than my frame that begs improvement. But come, let us not squabble. Rather carry on in amity. Sigurd's beard, what a find!
Gracious me! You made quicker work of those goblins than I make of my mother's famous cherry pie. Can't say I quite fancy the ingredients you've strewn all over the place, though. Not very appetizing in the least. He's cowering in a corner, hoping the human slavers will put the goblins to work before they get so bored they cut his ears off for sport. Goblins. Hissing ninny hammers, the lot of them. Serves me right, for being such a great big heap of butterfingers, though. I was helping a lady create those blood devils out there, you see, but I dropped one of her bloodstones right into a particularly spiky bit of tenebrium. Crack goes the stone and crack goes my silly old skull. Next thing I know, I wake up among one-eyed freaks smacking their lips and hissing obscenities as they glare at me. Gave me more goosebumps than a flock of geese in winter. Gladly I'll correct you, for I am not responsible. I'm merely, how should I put it, co-responsible. If a slave can really be held accountable for his mistress's doings, that is. That's right. I am here, wholly against my will, dragged all the way from Heiberheim to serve the lady in red. Not my fault that I really enjoy the work I'm forced to do. Completely averse to my own wishes, is it? really a happy coincidence, that. Oh, never mind Heiberheim. You don't want to go there. So cold, you need to build a fire just to pee. If you want to avoid embarrassing accidents, that is. We Redims worked there for the King of the Realm, the mighty Boreas, Mr. Chumsy and the Lady in Red. Talk about star stones all day. Takes all kinds, eh? Long story short, she fancied an imp worker, so Mittix, that's me, was given to her as a present. Kind of a letdown, really. They didn't even tie a bow around my head or anything. Useful? Let me think. 1, don't go near them, because they'll kill you in the blink of an eye. 2, don't let them see you, because there's that blink again. 3, don't even think you can defeat them, because, well, you get my drift. Luckily, their tread is so heavy, it conveniently gives them away. So just wait for the shakes to subside and you're free to sneak past. Easy peasy. The one who dresses in vanilla, who'd you think? What? You really don't know her? I thought she was as famous among humans as Zigzags is amongst imps. They call her... Oh, what was it? The Channel or something? Or Canal? No, the Conduit. That's it. Lovely girl if you're into blood devils and the like. She has a whole smithy altar ritual thingy a bit further down the mine. Wish I was there, creating lovely old blood devils. Imps don't thrive in cells, you know. They go mad. Jolly Roger's on a sling. Are you serious? Yes, I would love to go. To meet the great Zigzags. What an honor. End of time, you say? How exotic. See you there, oh saviour of imps. I'll go ahead and prepare a nice pot of tea for the lot of us once I arrive.
On the mend! Back on your feet, soldier! It doesn't seem to work here.
Strange. Something here seems to be interfering with our teleporter pyramids and waypoint room. If we go much farther, we may not be able to escape again. I can't shake the feeling that we're walking into some kind of trap, and I, for one, don't want to trigger it without an escape plan.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Oh, hello, love. Nice day for a little stroll around the market, isn't it?
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get...
Red and orange, yellow and green. The finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Let's see. Halibut.
Oh, no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Sauce hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos.
Watch the undead quiver in their lousy boots.
If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump hogget, the finest in me herd. Throwing that hog in the grinder can hardly make up for the loss of me sweet, succulent hogget. But I admit, it softens the sting a bit. I'll buy myself a new I recently sold most of the tender loves to a trader heading north. Plenty of business that way these days. Those miners must be preparing for a mighty great feast. Wish I could have. Now that the herd's gone, old Birch is just scratching by like a hen till the next batch of beasties come.
Potions to bemuscle you. Elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Hello again, Your Grace. Oh, what? Death's Knights, of all things? Keep your filthy goblin's head. What do you survive for such garbage now that the mine is infested by Armageddon? Let the thing fall to pieces. Let those demons spawn remain trapped forevermore in Rivellon's bowels. Preposterous. What does that foreigner know about the affairs of Silver Glen? You do best to do as I do, my liege.
and turn a deaf ear to her insane accusations. Get on with it, then. Ah, yes. Ben. Of course, one of our many noble miners, Your Grace. A smallish man. I believe he's around here somewhere, isn't he? Those brutes! I invited them here to save our valued... They haven't allowed a single human miner past them in months. And meanwhile, my men have all but forgotten their vocation. Useless stuff, my liege. Worse than common dirt. But 10 times as difficult to extract, and infinitely more dangerous. If only... Yes, a dreadful business, that. I've been fortunate enough to avoid the sickness. You see, my liege, when a miner has been overlong exposed to tenebrium, he begins showing certain symptoms. Gangrene about the extremities, fatigue, malaise. At first, we attributed these symptoms to... Well, had we known then what we've since discovered, we never would have continued operations. Enough to know the whole institution has been a blight on productivity. With the blessings of the conduit to replace it. Oh, I am no one special. Merely my only cause for complaint, Your Grace, are these awful goblins. They're starving us out, refusing even a single honest miner his right to work. Perhaps my most...
Stay a while, darling.
Come
I just
hither,
know I could
sweetheart.
take you on a
Oh, if I had a
wild
star for
ride
every
if
kind
you
of
let
right in my
me.
head, and a galaxy in my You believe in the gods, baby?
Where the wind blows, the goddess breathes. Where the rivers run, the goddess weeps. How...
Cutie pie. Want to have a good time?
Truth is, I'm a wee bit shocked. We, for a particular set of mine, to worse than the troll. Half the showman twice as me. At least I don't have the underside of his drink.
Better that than reaching a fresh blood.
Why don't you stay a while, darling? I just know I could take you on a wild ride if you let me.
Goddess greetings, friend. Her greatness gave us fire, her greatness gave us earth, and my savvy brings you spells at the best rate in town. Come, give me your best offer.
Do you believe in the gods, baby? Do you believe in love at first sight? Or do I need to walk by again?
Hi there, cutie pie. Want to have a good time?
Do you believe in the gods, baby? Because you're the answer to all my prayers.
Over here, sweet
Come
cheeks.
hither,
I'm
sweetheart. Oh,
aching
if I
to
had a
share a
star for
moment
every time
together.
you brighten my day, I'd have a galaxy in my hand.
The deer casts a fearful glance at you with great sadness in its eyes. The deer...
Wake up, Daddy! Wake up! The humans need more clubbing. Wake up, Daddy! Wake up! The humans need more
Southeast to Hunter's Edge. North to incomparable suffering. Well then.
Southeast it is. For now, at least.
Say it once more. Troll toll. 4,000 gold. Can't you count, you bloody walrus? 3 guards and 3 heads of slaves. You may count, pay toll too.
You fancy little titles don't mean a thing to the king. Peep ahead or find another route, chicken bones.
You know as well as I, there's no other route. I'm offering fair coin for our passage here. You must see reason.
4,000 gold. Chicken bones.
Fine. Here's 3,000, and that's a bloody theft.
You fancy little titles don't mean a thing to the king. Peep ahead or find another route, chicken bones.
Oh, that's it. I'll not lose twice the gold for the fact that you've only half a brain.
Only going to say it once more. Troll toll. 4,000 gold.
Can't you count, you bloody walrus? 3 guards, 3 heads of slaves. You may count, pay toll too.
You fancy little titles don't mean a thing. Hold on now. One whelp at a time. You'll pay your toll soon as I'm through knocking this loudmouth back in line. The fool thinks he can slip 6 warm bodies past Rumble for the price of 1, he does. Lousy bomb, may as well thieve from King Gungia's very coffers.
If I've said it once, I've said it more times than a troll can count. Warm bodies do not people make. We are 3 immaculates and 3 slaves, and I won't empty my pocket over chattel.
It isn't as though we can't spare the gold. We ought to end this conflict before it escalates. I'll pay that toll if I have to pry the gold from your cold claws.
No, we'll do as I say.
Enough! I'll not let this idiot troll or his idiot king hinder the goddess's affairs a moment longer. In her name, I bid thee fight. If I've not got any gold in my pouch, you'll not get any head on your shoulders. Rules are rules, chicken bones. If no one pays, everyone dies. Play the blubber from this fool. I can't make a candle with this sick shit.
Poison my foes!
Life roils within these veins.
to hurt.
Life roils within these veins.
Things got pretty hairy there for a bit. I could feel the very Reaper breathing down my neck. Ah, as if I need your help to survive. A lion has no need of a lamb. I've got my eyes on the prize. The hen who shares her feed receives a greater second helping.
I'd prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
Must have been the miller's boy. Muscles strong as marble he had. Oh there. A word of warning, wanderer, afore you continue on your merry way. See these corpses here? Be a good fellow and take them as a hint that this town isn't the pastoral little paradise it once was. Ha! Immaculates, orcs and humans both, have taken Hunter's Edge. Its villagers are now slaves in the mines to the west, or they've been bled dry of their last drop of life, reduced to mere fuel that must light the wicked candle that is Bloodstone. Long as you live in the limbo between coming and going, though, why not have a look at what I have to sell? You'd be surprised to see what a scouring skeleton can gather together in a dying town. Can't say I remember who I was before the change came over me, but these days I'm a travelling trader of sorts. There's an immaculate necromancer in the village ahead. She's the one who brought me back from, well, wherever I was. She's an especially bright one, you know. Most necromancers can only revive a dead corpse into an animated one, but she manages to yank back some semblance of consciousness too. I don't remember much, but the thrill of trade certainly calls to me. Maybe I was a merchant in my former life. Who knows? These days, most undead are busy haunting Syceal or picking the way in the Lucula mines. But I keep a low profile and stay out of sight. Haven't been bothered by an immaculate yet, and I hope to keep it that way. Yeah! Well, don't go round angering immaculates if you want to keep your vitals intact. Haha! Though perhaps it won't be very long before they have a stab at one another's vitals instead. I have the feeling there's trouble brewing between the orcs and the humans in there, and who can blame them really? Just ain't natural for 'em to consort, I say. Only good orc. Well, you know how the phrase goes. I know the weapons of which you speak. I've even hidden away a piece of one myself. I had planned to pass it down to my son, but... well, maybe you could make better use of it now. How did a spleen get lodged in here? They don't mess around, these immaculates. Oh, taxidermist.
Warm as dragon's breath!
My, you're still alive. Way to beat the odds, wanderer. I wonder what the orcs want with all this bone. Make a chandelier, most like. And a very ostentatious one it'll be. get lodged in here. I don't mess around with these immaculates. My, you're still alive. Way to beat the odds, Wanderer. An intact finger. Just what that deviant of an orc was looking for. I wonder what the orcs want with all this bone. Make a chandelier, most like. And a very ostentatious one it'll be. Clean get lodged in here. I don't mess around with these immaculates. My, you're still alive. Way to beat the odds, Wanderer. An intact finger. Just what that deviant of an orc was looking for.
You can speak. You don't look like a tribesman or orc, but I suppose I can't be certain. Then again, I've never heard of a dark soul gifted with the speech of the wild. Jinxica is my name, and until recently I lived a placid sort of life among the people of Hunter's Edge. The baker might leave me a bit of milk left over from this breakfast. The barkeep stroked my back between filling glasses. I had many friends here, but none so dear as a little trio. A married pair and their daughter, employed by the wizard to keep his home. They spent many long hours squashing fleas that plagued me and shared their warm beds with me each night. If you come to this village to help and not to harm, you might be able to save those 3 kind souls from the orcs that have invaded. Ugh, such misery in our sad town. A kind but private man he is. He set up his home here several years ago, but never remained there long enough before jetting off to tend to some matter or other. The Dark Invaders seem very interested in him indeed. They've been skulking around outside the house since they arrived, but not even one of their filthy vermin can penetrate the wizard's protective enchantments. Would that an invasion were all! They destroyed every crumb of life they could find and sent their filthy rats to seek out those who evaded them. Each life they took infused their strange stones with power. Their queen glowed with delight as a parade of victims were slain before her. It was as though she was taking in a beautiful song. The human tribe came shortly after. They had their own supply of the glowing stones, and the orc queen took no easy liking to them. Still, it seems they are working towards some similar goal. They haven't destroyed one another. Yet. They've survived this carnage so far by concealing themselves most cleverly. I've done my best to guard their hiding place from the slime-bellied rats attempting to sniff them out. But I fear my efforts aren't enough. Until the village has been rid of vermin, those 3 sweet souls may be found at any time. Savages by savages employed. The orcs have one among them, the rat catcher they call him, who claims to have trained rats to do his bidding. They've swarmed the place in search of hidden villagers, and unless every last one of them is split from tail to snout, they're sure to find my friends. But you're not like the brutes inside those walls. No. You approached me with hand, not boot, outstretched. Perhaps you could help me. With these rats running about, it's only a matter of time before my friends are caught. They must be squashed, every last one of them. I've done my best so far, but there are simply too many for one set of claws to handle. With your help, though, with your help, it could be done. The rats gone, my friends safe. Oh, that bothersome old Tom. No, he and I are hardly friendly, much less friends. I've much more important things on my mind than him and his incessant pestering. I can slip through these walls as I please, but you'll need to find your own way into the village. And remember, my friend, kill every last rat you find, or 3 dear souls will be lost.
Is that one of them lovely Baywater belts? Oh, no, false alarm. Just a few yards of intestine.
Source Hunter, welcome, welcome. I'm watching on with weary eyes how the Immaculates strike again. They've gone from shedding blood among their own to recruiting orcs and cutthroats to do it for them. From what I can tell, the village of Hunter's Edge is this cult's most wretched victim. It was once a quiet sort of village. Families and small-time merchants mostly. Recently, it was targeted by a tribe of orcs waving the Immaculate banner. Their leader, Grutilda, is known far and wide for her cruelty and cunning. She oversaw the murder of countless villagers and used their blood to fuel a great number of bloodstones. Once they were dead, they were reanimated as undead corpses and sent to work in the mines of Lacula. By order of Leandra, the orcs were joined by a tribe of humans from the northern peaks of Tanneroth. A band of male warriors are they, and they devote allegiance to their leader, Jarl. Jarl arrived with his own formidable supply of bloodstones, which means his tribe has been operating under directions from the conduit for some time. Where once they ransacked for base pleasure and material gain, now they do it by the will of the goddess. These are far from the blindly devoted Immaculates of Silverglen, however. The orcs and the humans here alternate between bitter fighting and hostile peace. Personally, I believe they're best exploited through their rivalry. Get them to fight each other, and you can stand on the sidelines and warm yourself upon the flames.
What? I'd never. If you must know, I was merely checking up on Maxine, the mayor's cat.
What a delight she is. The temperament of a tiger, the grace of a leopard, and the manners of a lady all rolled into one. A perfect puss, if ever there was one.
There's still meat on those bones. Must have been the miller's boy.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie. Soaked to the skin.
Is that one of them lovely Baywater belts? Oh, no, false alarm. Just a few yards of intestine.
overheating here. Sodden! All the way to my boot soles.
I'm drenched. Deluge! Did someone leave an oven door open?
You there, Flatlander. Stay at your business.
Free to address your betters, are you?
Come to play now the town's been taken, have you? Typical you Flatlanders. Lucky for you, the goddess don't discriminate against cowards. Well, come quickly then. There's still townsfolk on the loose, and the chase has probably made them wild as cornered dogs. One might pop out of a bush and take an eye before you can shout your own name. Better you first check in with the higher-ups. You've got Jarl, the righteous leader of Weird the Mountain, and blood-stained Gratilda, queen dog of the giant toads. Trust me, you'll know her when you see her. Now scram, and make your introductions before word gets to them there's an intruder here.
Must have been the miller's boy. Muscles strong as marble, he had.
Source Hunter, welcome, welcome.
With a lick of paint, will that get so ugly when it dries? An intact finger! Just what that deviant of an orc was looking for. There's still meat, no bones. Must have been the miller's boy. Muscles struck, trampled. To think I could have made a fortune selling all of these to a whimsical taxidermist. There's still meat, no bones. Must have been the miller's boy. Muscles strong as marble, he had. I spy two lies.
Did someone leave an oven door open?
Nice to see a fresh face that ain't green as troll snot. Best make yourself known to Jarl if you haven't yet.
What? Free to address your betters, are you?
Well, I'll let you in. Get on with your business then. Jarl and Grutilda are probably in their quarters at the back of town. I'd take up your business with them before you end up hanged as an intruder.
That's so. Jarl comes down. Then why not stand with me? Brothers are we all, limbs of the tribe. Jarl is the head,
and I am the hand that wields the sword. So, what do you want, Pitstain?
Human.
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
Free to address your betters, are you?
I ain't afraid of a single front-skinned one of you.
Then why not stand up and face me, boy? One-on-one.
They're keeping the peace for now, Chief Sword.
They say humans and orcs don't get along, but I've seen a pair as thick as a troll's toe hair.
Try getting ripped to shreds, can he? Poor fellow. Living in fear under the great Matilda's boot.
Go on then, Frogskin. We'll see who'll end up beneath those boots.
Is that what you call those thimbles on your toesies?
What do you want, Flatland? You're here for villagers. You shipped them off.
They say humans and...
Free to address your betters, are you?
I ain't afraid.
Blasted mosquitoes. Never a moment's peace with these filthy vermin buzzing in me. Oh, brother, I've crossed me pests. 'Tweren't a tiny winged bloodsucker whining at me, but a tiny footed one. Brother, I think the human's asking me a question. Think I ought to tell the tiny pest who I am? Or ought I tell her I lost this all in a scuffle with another ickle human? Maybe it was this one's brother. That pesky bugger might have got me on, but I've got something too. His wee head.
Are you one of them those little spits looking for the villagers?
Careful what slime comes out of your mouth, human. The old mother's not one to tolerate a mess.
What do you want, Blacklander? If you're here for villagers, we've shipped them out already.
Gorag doesn't look so fearsome without his second horn. And to think, it was a human who managed to snap it clean off.
Comrade, did you hear that? It sounds like these Immaculates are at odds with the local orc savages. We may be able to turn this to our advantage. I'll keep a sharp eye out for anything we could use to nudge these factions closer to chaos. If we can get them to destroy each other, we'll kill two birds without even having to pick up a stone.
Living in fear under the great Matilda.
Nothing would please me more than seeing Hunter's Edge cleared of the scum that destroyed it. I may not be able to undo the past, but together, we can dole out justice for those who've suffered.
Feeling hot under the collar.
What? Free to address your betters, are you?
I ain't afraid of a single frog-skinned one of you.
Then why not stand up and face me? One.
We're keeping the peace for now. Chief's orders. That other trust's yours to keep in the meantime.
Your comes down the road. Try to get ripped to shreds, can you? Living in fear under the great
Go on then, Frogskin. We'll see who'll end up beneath those boots.
Is that those thimbles on your toesies?
sudden, all the way to my boots off.
And it's itching like mad.
What? Afraid to address your betters, are you?
I ain't afraid of a single frog-skinned one of you.
Then why not stand up and face me, boy? One-on-one.
We're keeping the peace for now. Chief's orders. That other tusk's yours to keep in the meantime.
That's so. Jarl can't stand the thought of his old tribe getting ripped to shreds, can he? Poor fellow. Living in fear under the great Matilda's boot.
Go on then, Frogskin. We'll see who'll end up beneath those boots.
Is that what you call those thimbles on your